Kevin De Bruyne scored the only goal in sublime fashion as Manchester City returned to the top of the Premier League with a deserved 10 win over champions Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Pep Guardiola's side made it 8 consecutive wins in all competitions and dominated for long periods against Chelsea, whose limited attacking intent was further compromised by top scorer Alvaro Morata limping off in the 35th minute with an apparent left hamstring injury. An exemplary showing from the home defense, in which Andreas Christensen was outstanding, meant City struggled for a regular flow of clear-cut chances despite their superiority. That was until De Bruyne seized the moment, something his game-breaking goal against Shakhtar Donetsk in midweek demonstrated he is increasingly adept at doing. The Belgian midfielder collected a return pass from Gabriel Jesus in the 67th minute before unleashing an unerring left-footed finish from outside the area. The result places City ahead of Manchester United at the summit on goal difference, although their advantage in that regard was slashed to 1 by Jose Mourinho's men thumping lowly Crystal Palace earlier on Saturday. Chelsea are fourth, 6 points off the pace heading into the October international break. Conte preferred Cesar Azpilicueta to the more attack-minded Victor Moses at right wing-back, but the Spain defender was involved when Chelsea crafted the game's first opening in the 3rd minute. Azpilicueta played an N'Golo Kanté down the right channel, and the midfielder's clipped cross was glanced over by Morata. Chelsea goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois restarted with a short goal kick in the 12th minute and dallied after receiving possession back. He was fortunate to see a clearance thud into City striker Jesus and go over the crossbar. City were dominating possession, but needed a brave-headed clearance from Nicolas Otamendi in the 26th minute as Antonio Rudiger's cross threatened the near post, and Ederson scrambled to deny Azpilicueta on the follow-up. The visitors sprung up the other end in slick fashion, only for Raheem Sterling to float across too far in front of Jesus and David Silva, who were queuing up to finish. Silva took matters into his own hands as Courtois thwarted a stinging drive at his near post before the Spain playmaker saw one of his compatriots in the opposition lineup depart early. Willian's introduction in place of Morata meant Chelsea were operating without a recognized striker and City continued to make most of the running in attacking terms, Courtois reacting magnificently to keep out Fernandinho's 44th minute header. Guardiola's men continued to zip precise passes around after the restart, with the Chelsea defense increasingly well-manned. Sterling hooked a left-footed volley over in the 54th minute, a rare instance of an attacker finding space inside the home penalty area. City's defense switched off and were bailed out by Ederson after the hour passed, the Brazilian denying Eden Hazard on the end of Cesc Fabregas' cleverly disguised free kick. Silva's decision to take a touch on the end of Sterling's 66th minute cutback proved his undoing before he nicked another ball from the England winger away from Jesus' path. It fell to De Bruyne to give his fellow playmaker a lesson in how to be clinical when he lashed beyond countryman Courtois. Conte sent on Michy Batshuayi and Pedro in place of Hazard and Timo Bakayoko to chase an equalizer, but it was City who almost embellished a stirring victory when Rudiger headed Jesus' volley off the line in the 85th minute. Key Opta stats: Chelsea have dropped 8 points in 4 Premier League home games so far in 201,718, 2 more than in the whole of 201,617. 6. Manchester City have kept 4 consecutive clean sheets in the Premier League for the first time since September 2015, 6 games in that run. Chelsea have failed to score in consecutive home league games for the first time since November 2012. Chelsea posted a 38% possession figure in this game, their second lowest in a home Premier League game since 200,304, 29.6% v Man United in April 2015. Pep Guardiola enjoyed his first-ever victory against Chelsea in 8 games in all competitions not including shootout wins, after previously losing 3 and drawing 4. Kevin De Bruyne has been directly involved in 15 goals in his last 17 Premier League appearances, 3 goals, 12 assists. 9 of De Bruyne's last 11 goals for Manchester City in all competitions have come from outside the box, including each of the last 4 Gabriel Jesus has had a hand in 16 goals in his 16 Premier League games, scoring 11 and assisting 5.